We all try to look our best and be our best, either consciously or subconsciously. However, there are certain things we do that simply are just not it. These things are so bad that they make people find us unattractive, which means you're less likely to have anyone who would be interested in you, or even someone who just likes you. Want to know some of these things? Then stay tuned as we'll take you through 7 psychological signs that make you less attractive. If you've not already done so, please subscribe to the channel for more informative content like this. Now back to the video. Number 1. Being mean. This list surely starts off quite nicely, with mean people being considered less attractive. There's absolutely no way to sugarcoat it or say it any other way, because the thing is, no one likes mean people, and it's pretty much common knowledge. When someone finds you attractive, it takes as little as just a glimpse of your mean behavior to have them dislike you. In fact, they'd not want anything to do with you. Most people would rather be interested in those who are nice and kind, and well, it's mainly because being good certainly pays. No one wants to be seen with a wicked person, and if you're probably giving off these signs, people would surely find you less attractive. Number 2. Having no sense of humor. A poor sense of humor is mostly seen as unattractive by many people, while on the contrary, funny people and those with an actual sense of humor are seen as attractive. A touch of humor is always nice, as it's what people would love to see you in. No one really wants a boring person, and they'd rather look onto someone else than stick with you. Even worse is that a poor sense of humor can be regarded as one of the quickest ways to find someone unattractive. It's either you can't tell a joke or tell what a joke is, and people would rather be with those sharing the same energies as them. Number 3. Dishonesty. Pretty much like all the others on the list, no one likes liars. Telling a lie is usually so bad that it's all but enough to have someone lose confidence or trust in you. Even when someone already finds you attractive, it's an absolute turnoff. Some people believe telling lies makes them hotter or perhaps makes them a different person, but the truth is, no one finds your lies attractive, and even though you escape with it for a while, when they eventually find out, they'd see you as a scam and would absolutely not be interested in you. To back this, a study from 2006 from the University of Ontario reported that people found dishonesty to be very bad, and it was one of the qualities that received too many negative ratings. Number 4. Not being humble. One of the very things that has been found to have an effect on how people see you is lack of humility. Note that it is absolutely good to self-promote or be proud of whatever you've achieved. However, you shouldn't overly do this. People want to see someone who is humble, and even though they're good at something, they don't necessarily have to bring it up all the time. Being modest is an important virtue, and small as it might seem, people would find you attractive because of it. A research from 2014 from a group of researchers at Hope College and University of North Texas suggested that people were more willing to be in a relationship with someone who was humble than one who isn't. Number 5. Heavy smoking and drinking. There are those who can tolerate a little bit of drinking or smoking, even when they don't practice either of them. However, what people do not like is when you're a heavy smoker or drinker, and it's usually something that makes you unattractive. Frequent smokers or drinkers are mostly seen as a trouble, especially for those thinking of getting into relationships. And even though this might not be who they are, people would just see them for the bad side. If you're either one of these, you should consider reducing your intake of them, as they might just be the reason why you're still single and no one seems to want to talk to you. This has also been proven by a study in Belgium, with women deciding that they'd rather be with an occasional smoker or drinker than with one who was frequent with it. Number 6. Laziness. You might look at this and think it's a weird choice, but oh yeah, people would rather be with someone who is hardworking than with someone who is lazy, especially when they're looking towards forming a strong bond and having a long-term relationship. Laziness only presents you as someone who doesn't take things seriously, and surely you don't want people thinking of you like that. There's always everything to admire in hard work, and it's also the reason why hard-working guys are usually seen as attractive, unlike the lazy ones. Number 7. Stress. Sometimes you just need to chill out. When you're stressed out, there's every possibility that you won't even look yourself, so that's surely a setup for people to find you unattractive. With stress, you're probably wearing the same clothes too often or smelling the same way too often. And these are some of the things that people don't usually like. When you're looking less stressed, or not even stressed, and you take out time to look better and be yourself, you start to look attractive, and it surely wouldn't be long before someone hits you up. Regardless of how you look at it, people would always love you based on your actions and personality, and this list is just an example. Some of the things you overlook are probably the things keeping you unattractive, and why not work on being better? Don't forget to subscribe. Till next time, bye.